All right, Scott, you're up.
I'm a shapeshifter, sometimes called a ghost. We're drawing. Obake's tonight. Obake's tonight. Obake's tonight.
All right, Obake. John, what does John Obake technically mean again? It's not ghost, but that's how we're thinking of it.
Well, technically, it's like a undead. It's like literally, I mean, shapeshifter, like what Scott was saying. But it's usually meant for like, supernatural.
Okay.
Ghost is more yude, yokai, but we just kind of like, it kind of just adopted to like it's equivalent to ghost.
I wanted to point out. I don't know if you look at the promo piece I did. Is anybody familiar with those characters?
I didn't even look. Let's see.
There was a graphic novel that came out in 2011 called Anya's Ghost.
Oh.
That's Anya and her ghost.
Okay.
If you get a chance to look it up, I actually have a link where you can read it online if you want. But
cool.
I recommend it. Okay, let's take the branding off here, the thing, and we'll see. On screen we have myself, John Murakami, Drew Gutierrez, and Sandy. Also in the stream, audio only for the moment, are Napua Ahina, Scott Shinsato, and there's Jason Munroe. Looking down his nose at us.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to reverse my camera.
Okay. Well, we'll let Jason figure out his camera there.
Yeah.
Look at my nose. I'm not going to draw any particular character. I'm just going to draw a anime style ghost character, and I'll make up something as I go.
Cool.
So I mean, I tried to look up some, and I just didn't see anything that tickled my fancy.
Yeah. There's somebody coming in. Let's see. Who's
Aiko?
There's Aiko. You got her. Hello.
Aiko.
So
there we go.
Aiko's here. Are we missing anybody? I think it's everybody, right?
Drew here?
Drew's here. Like I said, Napua and Scott are here. They're just not on screen at the moment, but we'll be able to hear them part of the conversation.
They're like ghosts.
Camera up. Say again?
They're like ghosts.
We have a newish person with us tonight, Jason.
Hey.
Welcome. Hey. Long time no see. Long time no hear.
Are the Cookie Frog still around?
Oh, yeah, the Cookie Frog. Is it the season?
Actually, they're kind of quiet tonight.
Okay.
I don't have that one on the house anymore.
Jason, when we were doing the middle of the pandemic, Jason used to come stream with me in my personal stream, and you could hear the frogs in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Had one on the house. It was just like one just hang around.
Croaky. And let's see. Aiko posted a word problem for those of you that are interested.
Where's Ron?
James B over on YouTube is saying hello.
Hello.
Oh, look at that. Hey, James.
Napua is saying hello. Or not Napua. I'm Nobu. Sorry. Different end.
Oh, Roja.
Stream. James is one of your friends, Sandy?
Yeah, I just hopped off TikTok live and he hopped over here.
There you go.
Oh, welcome, James.
I gotta go. I'm going to YouTube now. Look it up.
All right, so
following you.
What else are we drawing tonight, folks? I know, like I said, I'm not drawing any particular character. I'm just going to draw some ghost that looks kind of anime.
Fancy.
Are you guys drawing any particular characters?
I sketched mine out in my stream because I came in here an hour early because of daylight saving.
Oh, there you go.
And nobody was here.
Daylight saving.
And I was like, oh, that's right. We went ahead an hour, so I got on live and sketched I sketched out some ghosts, and now I'm give me more time to color them.
I think it's weird how like Hawaii and Arizona doesn't do daylight savings.
Yeah, that was very weird for me when I lived there as well.
I used to live in Indiana, and the county that I lived in, they refused to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
How
don't
does it
like
work though?
streaming
Because
it.
isn't the rest of the world on it? So you just have to adjust. No.
No,
That
there's
that
some
county
times when it'll change.
that county wouldn't do it.
Yeah. It's like I can't watch my TV show now. It's the wrong time.
Yeah, they moved Prairie Creek to 6 a.m. now.
See? Yeah, but streaming, you can watch it whenever now. Not like before.
Oh yeah.
Set the VCR wrong. It's like, oh. There were more hard days back then.
The dark pencil.
The dark nights.
Dark Knight.
John, what are you drawing tonight?
I'm doing. I don't know. I'm just warming up with Gegege no Kitaro.
Hey.
You just like making up words now. What'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. What'd you say?
Giggity giggity. Oh, I should do that one. Giggity giggity Kitaro. All right. This is a really old series called Gegege no Kitaro, where he's kind of like a. I guess he kind of like. It's kind of like a. Not quite a spirit detective, but he kind of
can
like
see dead
balances
people.
everything. Yeah, and like
He's a creepy little kid.
Yeah, he is a creepy little kid. And then one of his eyes is like he calls his father. It's like an eye with like legs and arms and stuff like that. It's kind of like his wisdom.
Didn't they renew it? I mean, didn't they make a new series like a couple years ago?
They brought it back like many times. So there was one about a few years ago.
Yeah. Because it was kind of weird because they were using smartphones and stuff in that one.
Yeah, it's yeah. They keep it contemporary. Or like there was one. I guess it's like they were doing social media and they recorded this one ghost and he got like a lot of hits, and this influencer was just so obsessed with like getting likes and everything, and she just got it's kind of like almost like a Twilight Zone kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she spent like everything on like buying a car and everything. She had no money and everything, and it's just like it's interesting. Like there's morals too behind this, but it has to deal with like the supernatural as well. So, but it is very contemporary.
All right. Drew, what about you? What are you drawing tonight?
You're drawing this weird little dude. Looks like Mike Wazowski. Only he's got an umbrella.
Ghost Ink, huh?
Well, they have those umbrella ghosts, the one with the one leg and the one eye, that kind of hop around.
Kodama?
Is that what it's called?
No, that's the.
This one's carrying an umbrella, or it's going through his body. I can't tell.
Okay.
But he's but I see there's other ones that look like they are umbrellas.
Yeah.
Which is pretty creepy, and I'm gonna draw him next.
Mr. Munroe, what are you drawing tonight?
Well, I'm gonna try and draw something up for the Napua story. She gave me a whole script and stuff, so.
Oh, for the horror anthology?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do a mo'o. See, the thing is
what?
isn't like a mo'o is like half woman, half lizard, or is it like a centaur, or is it like a lizard character? But
It's
It's a shapeshifter.
It's a shapeshifter. Oh,
Yeah, so sometimes it can look like a lizard, like a giant
Oh.
lizard. Sometimes it can
Okay.
look like a rock, like a giant like mountain, or
Okay.
it can be a beautiful woman or a combination of it. So like a lizard rock or a lizard woman.
I love lizard rock.
Okay.
Lizard Rock.
Like
Lizard rock.
like
There was
crocodile.
a K-tail. There was a K-tail compilation.
Yeah.
It's kind of rock then.
That was the dinosaur song on there, right? Everybody on the floor. Let me hear you roar.
Okay, now I got it.
Oh, I didn't know there was shapeshifter. I thought mo'o just stood for like gecko.
Yeah, but weren't they like huge creatures though?
Okay, somebody is
It
commenting.
depends. I mean, some people they call the little ones mo'o, but then there's also the like mythological ones.
Right.
Those are like the larger than life, like gigantic alligator lizard monster.
Okay.
I think it's Nobu, but it's saying Karakasa is the umbrella Sukomigami.
That's the one. That the Karakasa. Casa is umbrella.
Okay. Why
have
make
the-
me read this stuff?
What?
You should be reading those kind of comments. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. You know that.
Well, I don't know. That's what makes it fun, you know. But there's
Yeah,
that Noporabo, which is like the no face ghosts.
Like the lady in Kahala.
Oh, is that what they said? The no
She
face.
doesn't have a face, right?
Oh, I don't know. I remember there's like the white woman. This is snow ghost, right? But there's also that one with the long neck. I forgot what the name of that one was.
Those are creepy.
Yeah.
That's the one from 01. That's the one I'm doing.
And I can see who's commenting on Facebook. Oh, Aiko, what are you drawing tonight?
I'm having trouble coming up with something, so I've drawn so many ghost gabbers already.
Oh.
Any idea?
Make a shape gabber. What kind of shapeshifter gabber could you do?
Shapeshifter gabber.
Kappa Gabber.
Kappa. Is
Oh, the
Kappa?
Kappa.
Tanuki.
Tanuki.
Are they
Tanukis are the
ghosts?
shapeshifter.
Are those guys ghosts?
I'll have to talk about the Native American myth of the skinwalkers.
Technically, if you're using the term Obake as in like shapeshifter, I guess, yeah, Tanukis are considered.
Oh.
And even like the fox. There's the foxes that like change shape.
The nine-tailed fox.
I don't know about the nine-tail one, but I know like they had like foxes that changed.
Yeah, the nine-tail.
Yeah,
the
the
nine-tail
the
fox.
kitsune.
I guess so, yeah.
I've done the gabbers as Ninetales the Pokemon. I've done
What's the Japanese one with the
Oh, that's
turns into the princess?
the Japanese
What did you
one.
call it? Napua, the kitsune? What is that?
Kitsune. It's shapeshifts into a woman and then to a fox.
Oh, that's like me and Bloss, like how we're identical twins.
Huh.
We can shapeshift into each other.
I still never understood why they have that ramen. It's called kitsune.
I forget what Kitsune Ramen has in it.
Has that
Fox.
weird.
It's delicious.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing today. I should be working on stuff, but that's okay. This stuff can be used for inventory.
Are the umbrella spirits mean or are they funny?
Look, both depends on the tail.
Well, they look funny,
Yeah,
but they also look scary.
Yeah.
Did I get everybody? Napua, what are you drawing?
I might do the umbrella one also.
Yeah.
It seems to be very popular. It comes up a lot. Like when I Googled Obake, it's like the first one that comes up.
Oh, Stan Sakai just had one like with the Yokai Hunter, and I think that was in there.
Yokai Hunter.
What are you gonna call Yokai Hunter?
You saw Joe's had a few like ghost stories, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The famous one he did was the one with the kappa, though. Like everybody seems to know that one. That was a good
That's
story.
the turtle head thing.
Yeah, it's actually turtle with the water.
With the water in its head.
The water in its head. Yeah, if it gets out, then it gets weak.
Make it vow to beat it.
What's that?
Yeah, you gotta make it vow to beat it or something like that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the weakness.
But you have to like sacrifice it cucumbers. To like cucumbers. I haven't watched too many ghost things. I mean, like I know, like I don't know. Does Junji Ito do? This is more like original stuff, yeah.
Junji Ito?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. To me, Junji Ito stuff is more in line with like Lovecraft or like a lot of like bizarre kind of horror stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Like I'm also really ignorant of the Obake like culture, so it could be, and I don't even know.
Yeah. There's a series they tried a few years ago called Yokai Watch.
Yeah, I remember we were all about it.
Yeah.
That seemed it didn't take off as well as I thought it would.
No, because they thought it was going to be the next Pokemon. And what's interesting is that the characters that they used were actual ghosts, the actual spirits that they actually have in mythology and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess the character designs or the story, I don't know, it just never caught on in America. But it was interesting because, like, I guess when the second movie came out, I forget which Star Wars was being shown in Japan, and actually, like, it outshone that one. The theaters.
So we're doing this because the theme for Kawaii Kon is Obake. Is that right?
It is.
So since we're doing this stuff for Kawaii Kon, how many of you are going to be tabling a Kawaii Kon?
I'll have a table there.
Who?
John and
is this John?
No, Aiko has one.
Aiko, you be tabling?
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have one. Michael, you don't have one?
I do not. My wife will.
Oh, okay.
I'll be running an art table.
Yeah. Drew will be there.
I'll be Michael's underling at the
my Vanna White. Drew will be my showgirl.
Just like Elizabeth Berkley.
He's gonna cosplay.
Say by the Bell, Elizabeth Berkley, or
Showgirls. Elizabeth Berkley.
Yes.
Elizabeth Berkley was in Saved by the Bell.
Yes, that's how she got famous.
She did it for the money.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley. Showgirls one. Should've those. Showgirls has the weirdest sex scene in cinematic history.
I've never seen it, but now I want to.
There you go.
Well, they're having sex in the pool. You know, they don't show anything from, you know, like the waist down, but the positioning would have him inside her abdomen.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
No, I don't.
Doing it in the pool is never as great as you think it's going to be anyway. So if the water's too cold, you get shrinkage. It's just, you know.
Yeah, that's.
Go in a heated pool.
Okay, Rockefeller.
Now we hear they have those infinity pools.
Or a hot tub.
That might be all right.
The kiddie pool. Whatever floats your boat.
Someone's in my pool.
We can run around to like Drew and make his brother fall down and swirl.
Run through the house naked. Going on.
I see Marianne just posted that Pineapple Man and Friends is coming back to Arts and Marks and
Yeah. You gonna be part of that?
not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You tagged on it, so I just assumed you were. You should. You got enough material.
It will be news to me if I am.
Yeah.
The Friends of Pineapple Man is a very exclusive group.
This is true. Nah, they're pretty good. They usually invite us, you know, like even for like the pop-ups and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, if he invites me, sure, but I'm not going to invite myself. That would just be rude.
I'll ask for you.
Oh, you going?
What's that?
You going?
No, I'll just ask for you. I don't have stuff to hang. That makes sense though. Why everyone's like prepping all this stuff. Like I see Mark's working on stuff, and Art is. It makes sense.
Let's see. Pineapple Man and Friends is going to be Sam, Mark Gould, right?
Yeah.
Art Wong.
Yeah.
Nobu, are you still watching? Are you doing the Pineapple Man and Friends exhibit?
He usually is.
Who else?
What about like Connie and An? Usually they're in there.
Connie and On.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Kevin. Oh yeah, Kevin Sano. Nobu says yes, he's going to be in it.
Yeah. Cool.
So, my comic art, go check them out. Right now, the Herstory exhibit is up.
Yeah.
I know Gia's in it, right? Yeah. Anybody else? Napua, you're not in, are you? The Herstory?
No.
It's about hearses. Oh, Sunday's jam, yeah.
Sunday is jam.
Shoot.
Delicious jam.
I might have to skip out on that one. Yeah, hard to believe the con is coming up in what, 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks.
What's that?
No, the con is in like a little over 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
I'll start working on stuff.
Yeah, I've already got my my coloring sheets designed. I'll be printing them up
Nice.
soon.
Oh, you guys are gonna be busy.
Yeah. Like everybody's like ahead of the game. Ron has his auction pieces ready.
He's supposed to be sending me something that he wants to swap out. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what he's got. You said you saw one of his pieces already.
I saw like all 5 of his pieces. He's going to switch it out with something else.
One of them he said he wants to switch out, so he's going to send me a file so I can print it out for him.
Oh, maybe it's the one where I don't know. I guess he posted it on TikTok, and there was some not controversy, but I don't know. Well, when he comes, I'm sure Ron will come on. I'm sure he'll come on and explain it.
Oh no.
No. It's just that there were 2 characters that were on there. They're like, people were like, why did they put those together? Like, didn't make sense. So I don't know. So he said there were kind of mixed reviews on that.
It's called creative license.
Yeah, he's doing Nazis, anime Nazis.
Only if there's an anime Dracula.
Dracula.
Yeah. No, he put Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen and Yor from Spy Family together, and people are like, "What? Why?" I don't know. I didn't see a problem.
That's when you say because that's what I like.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Both are popular characters.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, I didn't know the first one. I've heard of Spy Family.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a huge fan base.
Aiko, this is why I'm not in Kawaii Kon, because I can fake my way through it, but I don't know this stuff. I can draw it, but I don't know it.
I mean, I don't know most of the non-video game stuff, but you don't have to know everything about everything, right? You can just go for the stuff you do.
I don't need that poser mentality, you know. It's like, yeah, what are you doing here? You don't know shit about this.
I mean, the first few times I went, I just cosplayed as one of the gabbers, so.
So I think you're pretty honest when you don't know something, but your stuff still comes out because you still like research it. So.
Sorry, what was that?
I say you're pretty honest when you don't know a topic, but you still research it, so it still comes out.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, there's no use lying about it. It's like people will know.
Yeah, when you make bad Justice League movies, you can tell.
There we go. Is it that time now? Is it the?
It's that time.
And now for the Zack Snyder hate segment of the episode.
Yeah, pretty much. What was the movie that he did? That Rebel Moon, or whatever.
Yeah, Star Wars wannabe.
Yeah. Did you see that? What is that one with the dragon? There's a movie on there right now on Netflix. This
Damsel.
Oh, and it's, yeah,
I did
and
watch.
it's doing way better than like Rebel Moon. So people are laughing at it. It's like, oh, it's doing way better than Zack Snyder's movie.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's popular though.
Yeah.
The kids like her.
Yeah. I watched it. It was pretty good.
I did watch it. It's okay.
Yeah. I think if I didn't know what it was about, I would have liked it a little bit better. But because in the preview and everything kind of showed everything, you're like, oh, okay, well. Now I know what to
I know.
expect.
They did subvert some of the characters. Like you think, one's going to be bad, she ends up being okay, and one,
Right.
one you think she's going to be okay, and she ends up being bad.
So my understanding is like this is based after a screenplay of a novel or something like that. So it's a little bit backwards.
A screenplay of a novel. That's
Something
normal.
like that.
That's normal.
Well, or something like this is more based after the screenplay than it is the actual novel, or something like that.
Maybe it's an original thing and not a derivative thing.
I have no idea.
The unusual thing would be, making a novel off of a screenplay.
Right.
The novelization of the movie.
Maybe. I don't know. I forgot. Gwen explained this to me. But ghost and others. Did you guys like a lot of horror and ghost stories growing up?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's got a ghost story? Aiko, you got a ghost story? You seem like you'd be like the one to have a ghost story.
I like the aesthetic of ghosts a lot. I like the idea. I don't believe in ghosts, so.
I like the one about the 4 scientists
What 4 scientists?
that lived in New York City and had to fight off a bunch of ghosts and a giant marshmallow man.
There you go.
That's marshmallow man.
You're gonna call.
It's a Ghostbusters thing. Yeah.
I kind of thought so, but.
Yeah.
My grandpa used to tell stories.
This nerdy guy.
Was Slimer the giant marshmallow? Was he a marshmallow?
No, Slimer's the green one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who's the marshmallow?
Mr. Stay Puft, the big marshmallow guy.
That sounds so familiar, but
Yeah, probably when you see it, you'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
We used to roast Stay Puft marshmallows at Camp Wakanda.
Wakanda." Wow, you remember the camp? Good.
Camp Wakanda. What?
Yeah, that's where they met.
That's where Ray was
T'Challa.
mentioning.
Camp Chancellor was M'Baku. What?
Yeah. Let's see. But what were you saying, Drew? That your grandfather used to tell you a lot of stories?
I wouldn't say a lot, but he would tell like stories about.
Yeah.
There'd either be stories about going hunting and seeing footprints that didn't look like any kind of animal he'd ever seen, or hearing weird animal noises that didn't sound like any kind of animal he'd ever heard. And then it would usually end with him going, "Bah," and then making us jump. And,
There you go.
or
Bleh.
or he'd. My grandpa used to flip his eyelids inside out,
Oh, yikes.
and then chase us around, and used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
was good.
gross. I've seen people do that.
And he would tell stories about like there was like a story that I guess my uncle, when he was really little, was playing outside and just laughing, and none of the other kids were home. And I guess my grandma went out and was like, "Benny, what are you laughing at?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm just laughing at that funny man over by the tree." And there was nobody there. And because she was Catholic, they always had holy water in the house.
Oh, really?
And the story was she ran out and dashed some holy water by the tree and made the sign of the cross, and they heard screaming.
Here's Ron.
Ron, you got any ghost stories?
No, but I want to hear Drew's one again. Just missed it.
Oh, I don't know. It's just a bunch of Mexican nonsense.
I used to make up ghost stories about my house, so when people spent the night to like scare them and tell them my house was haunted.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did
So
you,
that
did
was
you believe it?
Yeah, people believed it. One girl that spent the night told me that she felt something like choking her at night.
It was really you.
Yeah, to make it convincing.
No. Another girl I had crying in the bathroom because I told them it was like in the hallway and we had to get like a vacuum to like suck it in and like so we could go to sleep at night, and she was crying and she never spent the night again. But I had fun.
But I had fun.
There's like really old pictures from like the first owners in the attic, and I would take them out and say, these are the people that used to live here and they died in my house, and like
There you go. Yeah, that'll lead to like several years of trauma there.
well, as long as you had fun, right?
It's always funny until somebody gets hurt.
That sounds great.
When I used to work at the theaters, you know how the Pro Race had the 12-plex now?
Yeah.
So one night after like late, like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, I was cleaning up with this other guy, and we went to the manager's office and we're talking story, and he said, "Hey Mike, go show Scott, you know Theater 13?" I said, "Theater 13? There's only 12 theaters." He goes, "Mike, go show him Theater 13. So you go all the way to the back, past all the theaters, and you go into the back storage room, and like there's a storage room that goes to the outside exit. Then there's a long staircase that goes down to the parking lot by Long's, and so he opens the door and he props it open with a brick or something, and he says, "Oh, he's telling me the story. There's this lady, her and the boyfriend broke up at the theater or something like that, and she went to the top of the roof and she jumped off and she into the canal. She died. And sometimes if you look up to the roof of the building at night, you see her looking over the side at her body." And so we kind of looked up. As we looked up, the door slammed on us. We freaked out, and we had to run all the way down the stairs to the parking lot, and we had to run back into the mall and back up into the theater.
There you go.
Co-workers mess with you. Who else got ghost stories? William Doc Grant says, "Cool beans." Napua, you got ghost stories?
When my sister she's my youngest sister. She's like 11 years younger than me. And when she was maybe 4 years old, she had her own room. She always had her own room. And she started talking in her sleep. And we could hear her down the hall kind of mumbling. And so we would come and check on her, and then she would be, quiet and just sleeping. And one night we heard her arguing and crying. So we went over and we're like, "What's going on?" And she said that her teddy bear was telling her mean things. So
Oh, hell no.
Teddy Ruxpin.
It freaked us out. Me and my brothers, it freaked us out. We took the teddy bear, threw it in a shoebox, taped up the shoebox, and put it in a drawer.
Wow.
You got a fix. That sounds like that movie.
She doesn't remember it, though.
I wish I didn't remember it. Jesus Christ, Napua.
Now the toys will talk to you now, Andrew.
I did have a nightmare when I was 4 that my baby brother would come into my room, sit on the shelf, and turn into like a scary red monster. Kind of like Elmo, but
Yeah.
I was
Kinda like
trying
Elmo.
so hard. I didn't know, I didn't know it was a dream. The lines were too blurred at that age.
Wow. So you don't like Elmo?
I guess. I don't know. I like Elmo fine. I like my brother a lot. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
happened.
Something in between.
Something random and scary.
John, ghost stories?
We had one when we were at the dorms in UH, and I guess I was asleep, and my roommate claimed that like he woke up because he was being choked. He had a dream that he was being choked by something, and when he got up, I guess he
We already know it's Sandy.
yeah,
Okay.
Sandy flew over and choked him. When he woke up, I guess like these boxes started moving like above him because there were like little shelves above us, and he tried waking me up. I remember because my arm was like he tried punching me and everything, and I didn't get it up, so he just fled the room. Then the next morning when we came in, we saw the boxes and they were kind of like teetering on the edge, and like, dude, what is all that about? And he just said, dude, the boxes move, and I'm like, really? And then it's weird because you guys remember Glenn Grant?
Yeah.
I guess he was a professor at the UH at that time. So I guess my friend Neil talked to him about it, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, that's the choking ghost." And I guess it was one of his stories and one of his, his collected tales, because I guess multiple people have reported it. So yeah, that was my experience, I guess. I'm just like, hey, glad you ditched me, you know.
Where's Devin? I bet you Devin's got ghost stories.
Oh yeah.
Is Devin here?
No, he's not here. Jason, any ghost stories?
Yeah, I got one. When I was on the mainland, me and my friends were running around in the house, and it was only me and my friends, and we were running around from the kitchen to the living room, and it had like an island in the middle, and then the dining area was off to the side, and then we were running, and all of a sudden we heard a voice that say, "Stop it!" We all stopped. We looked to the area where the dining area was. There was nothing there. We all asked each other, "Did you hear that?" Yeah, I heard that too. Whoa. So we were just, okay. That was it. Of that. It just, all of a sudden, there was a voice out of nowhere that said, "Stop it!"
It's the safety ghost.
Safety.
Safety
Those
goes
are
with
you
you.
guys.
Kids.
Safety,
Hot
you
over
guys.
here.
But yeah, I always like those Glenn Grant stories, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew those back in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Glenn Grant?
He was
He sang
Most-
Electric Avenue.
Eddie
That's Eddie.
No.
he was like a local storyteller who
Yeah.
he used to actually have tours and all that where they used to go to like various areas, and I guess he would mention all the legends and ghost stories that happened in certain areas, like in Morgan's Corner there was the tree at the Poly and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did that guy Lopaka take over for that?
What's that?
Did that guy Lopaka, did he take over?
I think he did
Yeah.
because Glenn
Yeah,
passed
he's a
away.
new guy.
So I don't think they do the tours anymore.
Mm.
You ever been on one of these tours?
I think there's another guy that's doing it. I follow a guy on Instagram, Mysteries of Hawaii or something like that.
Oh, cool.
He
No, I
showed,
never
like,
I
went on
went
it.
once on the Lopaka tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He took us to Morgan's Corner, and I was like, "Nope, not getting off the bus."
Oh. Didn't the tree fall down?
Oh, this was a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, when the tree fell, it was like, oh, well, so much for that story, because that was the whole thing about like people were hanging themselves on the tree.
Strange fruit.
Drip, drip, drag.
Yeah, that was a good band. Strange Fruit.
Strange brew.
Nobody heard of Strange Fruit, huh? Okay.
I prefer juicy fruit.
Strange fruit. I've never heard of
It's
it
a
as a
gum.
band. It was a song or
Is
kind of depressing when you know the references.
Yeah, it's sad.
Oh. Hey, so Ron, so which piece are you switching out?
You know what? I decided to not switch it out
Okay.
because I was gonna
Good for
do
you.
another Anya piece,
Uh-huh.
but I figured I'll just save it for next year.
Or next event. Who knows if Comic-Con Honolulu is going to do a auction or not.
Oh,
They
yeah.
might not do one.
I don't know. They don't always have the auction.
For the auction.
I thought they always had. Kawaii Kon always had.
Oh, Kawaii Kon does, but Comic-Con Honolulu doesn't
Oh,
always have one.
yeah. Yeah, I
They should.
figure just since Anya's I guess everybody's, well, at least Chase told me that that's the one that everybody likes.
Oh, yeah, everyone loves Anya.
Yeah, so
I don't.
Well, you don't like kids, so.
Well, maybe you should get that checked. I don't know. True. Oh, I got it's not a ghost story, but it was kind of paranormal, but it wasn't in the end.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I was staying at the apartments at UH, right? And so I just got up all of a sudden, just like, just got up all of a sudden. And my roommate's computer was like right in front of me because that's where his setup was. So I was like, why am I up? Why did I just get up all of a sudden? Then across the screen, it reads, "And God has chosen you to go forth and spread his words." And I was like, oh shit, is this a sign? And I was like, oh, I don't think I'm the right person to do that. And then after it scrolled off, it started scrolling again. I was like, God damn, screensaver.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because he was like super religious. I just realized he was like super religious. I was like,
Funny.
Stupid screensaver.
Man, I remember that when
But that was the closest paranormal thing, which wasn't really a thing. So
what was that screensaver thing called? Was it after the one by Berkeley with Bad Dog? Was it after dark or something like that? Or what was it called?
After dark.
And that's the one that's like, I remember when we first got it, it's like, oh, let's watch the Toasters. Oh, look, there's a different one. And we're watching this thing for like, like 20 minutes. I'm like, wow, this is really sad. We're just watching screensaver for like 20 minutes.
My friend used to have a Spock screensaver.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it was like not very realistic. It was like real, like what do they call that? Like, I don't know, like 8-bit or whatever.
Yeah.
But Spock would like walk around and do the random things.
Yeah. We had a Disney one, which you could set to like different things, like Little Mermaid or like I guess Uncle Scrooge, like trying to get dollar bills in space, like the intro. I mean, screensavers really weren't necessary. Like you really didn't have to use it, but you know everybody wanted it.
Well, older monitors they did help.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I thought you had to have it for old computers.
Yeah.
We about ready to do first looks?
It's like how like the from video games when like the images like they're burned into the monitor and then to the screen.
Yeah, the old cathode ray tube monitors had bad burn.
Oh yeah, easy.
Let's do a first round, huh? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Drew will go. All right, there's Drew. A bunch of them. Jesus. I just thought you were Mike Wazowski.
There you go. Hey, you got an Oni in the back, and you did the long neck woman. The Umbrella Ghost.
Yeah. And is that Cher in the middle?
Yes.
Okay, who's next?
Sharing.
Gypsies.
Who's starting early?
Who's next?
Tusk.
Scott's next. Right. There's
Next.
Scott.
Oh,
I see,
long neck ghost.
see a building, and I see a long
Oh, you got a
neck.
nice. Is that a pagoda or something in the back?
Yeah.
So who's that, Scott?
It's a long neck ghost, but in Kikata 01, they called her the ghost woman.
Ghost woman, long neck ghost woman. From
With a new
Kawaii.
superhero, Ghost Woman.
All righty. Who's next?
I'll go. I did Gegege no Kitaro. Usually they make like the little spirits, like those little floaty things. Then I started working on the kind of like the three classic ghosts, I guess. So the umbrella ghost, the no face ghost, and the long neck woman.
The no face ghost.
Yeah, there's one with like no face. Yeah.
Why does he have like a egg on his face?
Because he's trying to eat the shaved ice, but he doesn't have a mouth.
Aw.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, well, you don't have a face.
That's like eternal torment in hell.
Yeah,
All right. Napua, you ready?
it's that G.I. Joe episode. It scared me.
Mr. Puas. Aye.
Oh, there you go. See?
That's another umbrella ghost
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? What are the umbrella ghosts called again?
Casa
Casa
Obake.
something.
Casabake.
Mikasa Sukasa.
Casablanca?
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Casacaba, something like that.
Yeah, Casabake, I think.
Casabake.
Yeah.
Karakasa is
Yeah.
what Nobu's saying. Karakasa.
Kasa
Kara.
Bakane.
Wow, they actually have done several of these for like, I guess different Power Ranger series. I guess they've done versions of them.
So here's where I'm at so far with my random ghost.
Ooh.
It's not a
That's
character.
nice.
Oh,
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
original.
Ooh.
I like the hair.
Let's see. Sandy, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Just doing cartoon ghosts.
There you go. Ah,
There's the flying
SpongeBob.
and
SpongeBob,
Love
huh?
it.
And Slimer.
Yeah.
Juan's drawn Slimer a couple times, huh?
I've done many times.
All right. Who did I miss? Jason?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, let's see where Jason's at.
Oh, very nice. The mole.
Somewhat going along.
Oh.
All righty. And Aiko?
Hope you guys can see it. I started drawing really lightly.
Well, it makes it more ghostly.
Very.
Yeah.
It's Kitsune Ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah.
I can see the dog. I can see the gabber.
The ramen bowl's on its way.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Ron, are you drawing tonight?
No.
No. Okay. I think that's everybody, right? Did I miss anybody?
No, I think you're good.
All right. That's the first round. An hour to go.
Oh, that's right. We got daylight saving time.
yeah.
Yeah, Sandy was here early because she forgot.
And now I'm gonna be here late. Like 2
Oh, yeah.
hours.
Well, it's going to be really late for you.
That's the bad
I'm
thing.
like, oh, I don't know
Really,
if I can
it's
wait.
always been late for Sandy. Now it's going to be even later.
I have to
That
wait
sucks
for
ass.
Paul to go back an hour.
But she loves us. So she'll hang out.
Well, I will not feel bad if she decides that she can't
Oh
keep
yeah,
these out
it's late.
anymore.
It's ridiculously late over there.
I don't want to be responsible for her, crashing the car or something. She stayed up with Comic Jam.
Exactly. It's gonna be pinned down to us.
I'll make sure to write that in my obituary.
Oh, okay. Disclaimer.
I blame Comic Jam.
It'd be ironic on Ghost Night too.
Mm.
You guys
When
have
they
like-
pulled her from the wreck, she looked like
Someone gonna draw a large march. Ah!
Should have thought of that. I could have drawn a large march.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be a
hell
next
of
one.
large barge, said ya.
We're at Moana Little Gardens one time, and I took Phil Ye and his wife, and we're just kind of like walking around. I mean, there's not really much to see at Moana Little Gardens, right? There's the tree, and then you can see some of the like the little, I guess the I don't know if they're temples or whatever they are. But it's funny because as we're walking around, this old guy kind of came up and he kind of told us like how, he used to play over here when he was a kid and how the park was actually bigger, but the freeway went through it. And I guess he said one time he came and he ran into some of his classmates like growing up, and he was explaining to like what they used to do when they used to play and stuff like that. So he says he keeps coming by and he keeps checking to see like maybe if his friends come back. So he usually comes like every so often. And then it's funny because he just kind of walked off and we didn't think anything of it. But then Gordon asked me, when I told him the story, Gordon's like, "Hey, did you look behind and see if he like disappeared or something like that?" It sounds like one of those weird ghost stories kind of thing,
I was thinking it could have been a ghost story. He said, "Hey, we met this guy in the park. He said his name was Bob. Oh, that Bob died 20 years ago."
Yeah, exactly. So it seemed like a total setup like that. It was just funny.
Well, it's like
Especially since he's like asking, he's like looking for his old friends.
Yeah.
when Mount St. Helena erupted on the mainland,
Uh-huh.
there's all these stories of these people who were coming towards the town, and on the road, some kid in a flannel jacket, like a red and black sort of checked flannel jacket, had been telling everybody to like turn back, and there were like all these witnesses that saw this kid, and then I think like as they were coming back to the town after the eruption, they found this car, and it had a kid dead inside, and he was wearing like a red and black flannel jacket.
Ooh.
Warning.
So what is the moral of this story?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like everybody thinks he was a ghost telling everybody to go back.
I think the moral is stay away from a volcano.
There you go. The moral is look both ways before you cross the street.
So the serial killer thought he played a joke on everybody.
I like cereal.
Hey, who'd want to kill cereal?
Somebody really hungry.
Like how the mascots never get to eat the cereals because the kids
That
always take
silly
them away.
rabbit.
That silly rabbit. Yeah, you never know it's him until the ears pop out.
Oh, well, so that's what happens. Sonny finally had enough. He cracks and goes on a killing spree.
He's cock off for Cocoa Puff. So we fill a lot of these pens.
last ghost I draw was the one with the ghost of Mrs. Muir.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The ghost of Donna.
Last year when I was in Japan, I was at a train station in Izumo, an itty bitty little train station, and I was there by myself, and I was trying to read the schedule. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I was trying, and then this little old man kind of disappears, and I'm kind of Google translating, talking with him, and he's explaining to me, "Oh yeah, you gotta catch number 2 at this time," and stuff like that. And so I thank him, and then I go into the bathroom, and then I come back a minute later, and he's gone. And I'm like, was that like a ghost guy that was just here to help me out or something? And then, I walked around, and I found him smoking on the other side of the building.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, holy. It's like he kind of just me.
Ghost! No, he's over there. Oh, okay. He's got no legs. Ghost! I just thought that's interesting that like Japanese ghosts, they kind of show that it's like they don't have legs, just to show that they're a ghost.
Yeah, it's a good visual,
Yeah.
What do you call that? Trope.
It's a free floating apparition.
Life. Non-corporeal entity.
Grab him. That was your plan. Grab him.
Many shubs and zools were roasted on the day of the slaughter, let me tell you.
That's out next
Was
week,
that-
right?
Was that the fourth reconciliation of the Voldrani?
What?
The Slore, was that the fourth reconciliation of the Voldrani? I always get it mixed up.
Drew gets extra points.
Yeah, pretty much. You think by the amount of time I've seen that movie, it's like I could like just quote everything. But,
My little brothers watched it on repeat. Like, my youngest brother would repeat the lines at dinner.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of my stepmother. It was always a hoot.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
He'd always like, for whatever reason, my brother Nathan was constantly berated and abused by all of us at one point or another. Even the youngest one would make fun of him, and he would be like, he'd be all mad and be like, like, Bill ate my candy or whatever, and my stepmom would be like, Bill, is that true? And Bill would go, yes, it's true. This man has no peanut.
No dick.
Until Dicklet here.
You ever watch Freeform? Yes, Your Honor. This man is a jerk. Wait a minute, that's not the line.
But yeah, Bill would say whatever. It was hilarious.
It's pretty interesting seeing the script. I got a book which showed the script, and they showed like all the changes that Bill Murray would like ad lib. But I guess Dan Aykroyd knew how to work with Bill, so he just kind of went with it.
Weren't they the first ones in Saturday Night Live?
Well, yeah, I think they even knew each other before then from like Second City in Chicago.
Yeah. But I guess
Did you know
originally,
that?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Bill Murray was the voice of the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four radio play.
Was he?
Yeah,
That I didn't know.
And then he went on to do Garfield.
Yeah.
And then he went on to become Peter Venkman. Wait, that's the same guy, right? Lorenzo.
Music. Yeah. Carlton
Yeah.
the Doorman. But I just thought it was interesting how originally I guess Peter Venkman was supposed to be Jim Belushi. That's who they had in mind.
Or John Belushi.
John Belushi, yeah, that's right. John Belushi. He passed away.
Yeah, nobody thinks like Belushi.
And I guess Louis Tully, the neighbor, was supposed to be John Candy. But I guess he turned it down.
Wow.
Well, it's weird too because they wanted to make. I guess John Candy wanted to be kind of like a German neighbor or something like that, like kind of like what is that? The Schmengi brothers, you know? Remember?
Well, those guys are Polish, but yes.
Oh, Polish, yeah.
Now you made me sad.
What, John Candy?
I miss John Candy.
Yeah, he was great. What the sad Toriyama's gone.
We just did him last year, right?
I think we did.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't grow up with the Dragon Ball stuff, so but I know a lot of you guys did.
What's crazy though is like all these people are dying so young. They're like in their 60s, you know?
The hard life as a mangaka.
I guess so. Getting there.
Yeah. I mean, Osamu Tezuka wanted to work on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Well, what
Look
else
at,
are you going to do on your deathbed, right?
I'm gonna animate.
Well, you shouldn't be stressing. You shouldn't be stressing about your deadlines on your deathbed.
I'm gonna animate my death.
Your deadlines.
Well,
Makes me sad.
That's good. Look at Miyazaki. I mean, he was supposed to retire like way back, like when he was doing Princess Mononoke was supposed to be his last one. But yeah, the guy just keeps coming back.
Yeah, I think it's different for if you enjoy what you're doing. It's not.
That's true. Well, and he won the Oscars, right? Boy and the Heron took the Oscar.
Boy and the Heron won the Oscar.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I didn't either. Spider-Verse get anything?
Sandy saw, right? Sandy saw Boy and the Heron, right?
No, I said I still have to see it too.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse did not. It lost to Boy and the Heron.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Verse didn't win. Nimona.
Godzilla got
I was
something.
Nimona myself, but
I saw Nimona. It was okay.
I liked it. Oh, is it because he was a kid? Is that what it is?
No, it's all right, but again, everybody acts completely.
They had the gays in it.
What?
Everybody.
Is that why you didn't like it? Is that why you didn't like it, Drew? Because it had the gays?
I'm not a homophobe.
Wow. Wow. Where did this come from? Oh, my.
I like them gays.
He ain't afraid to fight them, right, Drew?
I'll fight a gay any day of the week.
There you go.
No. I didn't like Nimona because everybody acts completely devoid of logic. It's like everybody makes all these emotional choices that are completely idiotic, and it just drives me crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
And that's my beef with Nimona.
There you go. I liked it.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I'm just saying. But you like Dune.
I love Dune.
I know you do. Isn't it like Star Wars? Who said that earlier? They were comparing it to Star Wars.
I think it's a better version of Rebel Moon.
Everything's a better version of Rebel Moon.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this Dune better than the old Dune? Than the old version?
I don't know. I like the old version.
Yeah.
It's weird as hell.
It's more accurate. It's more faithful to the book
I don't know if I'd go that far.
than the old Dune. It's
Oh, the
definitely
new
more
one?
faithful. Yeah, the new one's definitely more faithful than the old one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, even the new one has some pretty significant deviations. But
I'm not saying it's completely faithful, but I said it's more faithful.
yeah,
But that's not hard to do either, you know. Because the old one wasn't very close at all.
no, the old one was in it. You know, the old one wasn't that far off. It's just the old one was crazy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Drew's review. It's crazy.
Right, that's cocaine fueled Hollywood around then, didn't it?
But you know, I like to watch the old one for S&G.
I enjoyed watching the old one. It is crazy. I'll give you that. It's definitely crazy.
And in some ways, I think the old one, just because the costumes are more interesting looking, and you know, there's a lot more like the color palette is a bit, you know, more interesting. The new one is still pretty drab.
The slow motion shield, the big rectangle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they tried.
That was like early CG though.
Yeah. I mean, really, there was just like Tron and like The Last Starfighter.
Tron.
And then what was the other one? Young Sherlock Holmes. That had early
That was
CG.
like the very first one, right? That the stained glass window jumps down.
Yeah.
The Last Starfighter.
That movie's
that
better
was-
than it should have been for that time. You know?
That was a great movie.
You liked it, Ron?
Yeah.
In another universe, we got, you know, 4 Last Starfighter movies that was turned into a franchise.
Instead of Star Wars.
Yeah, but I think back then I liked anything sci-fi. So
Kroll.
yeah. Well, now I look at
Or
it.
fantasy.
Like,
Kroll's
Fantasy.
I watched the shit out of Kroll. I still watch Kroll.
The Glade.
the air freshener.
That's right.
Like
Ice
Airway.
Pirate.
It's Ice Pirates. That had Ron Perlman and Angelica Houston. And
That was a terrible movie.
Which one?
Space Herpes.
Space herpes? Oh.
There's that thing darting around the ship.
the Space Herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I kind of remember it now.
So stupid.
Sounds like
Oh, it's a dumb movie.
And then at the end, when they're all aging, and then the black guy has like the huge fro.
Yep.
You don't look so good. You don't look good either.
John is a Ghostbusters fan. Which is your favorite ghost?
My favorite ghost?
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's a few to pick from, right?
What's that?
There's a few to pick from.
There's a lot to pick from. I mean, if you look at the TV series, there's a lot of them to choose from.
I never watched the cartoon.
They repeated like a few which were interesting, like the Grundle. I thought was an interesting character. He's
The
like a big
Grundle.
kid. Yeah. The boogeyman always came back.
Oh, the boogeyman.
Yeah, he was kind of
That scared me.
Yeah,
Sandman.
John Wick was scary. Baba Yaga.
Which one?
Yeah, the Sandman was pretty good. That one.
Sandman was a good story. The thing in Mrs. Farisham's attic used to creep me out. But I don't know. I mean,
I like the librarian.
Oh, the librarian. Well, the librarian was interesting because in the video game they explained who she was, and I guess they're gonna like put it in this movie too. I guess they're gonna go back to the.
Yeah, I saw her in the trailer.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna explain it the same way. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Because in the video game, I guess Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis worked on it.
Are they gonna try to grab her again?
That's right. Dan Aykroyd wrote it up.
Yeah, for the video game. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna just grab her. I think now they actually have the tools to capture her.
I love that scene.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Grab him. That was your entire plan. Grab him.
I think that was the whole thing though, because it's like, when it happens, there's that tension, and then when they try to grab her, then she morphs into the monster, and everybody's like freaking out. So even the audience is just kind of like freaking out. And then the playful music and them running out of the library. Did you get it? We'll call you. What? No, it was well written. That was a great sequence.
What are you guys supposed to be? Exterminators. Somebody saw those up there.
I'll take the next one. Or even when they turn them on and they all kind of huddled in the corner, when they hear the whining of the proton pack turning on.
So many awesome lines, right?
Oh, they're great lines.
Don't cross the stream. Why? Because it would be bad. I'm a little fuzzy on this good bad thing. What do you mean? Okay, everybody got that? Important safety tip.
I know. Whoa! Nice shooting, Dex.
The cleaning lady. She's like, "The hell you know?"
I'm sorry. We thought you were someone else. So many good lines.
And the flowers are still standing.
Yeah. Listen, do you smell something? What?
Yeah, I don't think you can beat that one.
You guys really did watch that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am not that moved.
That was a great movie. I mean, I'm sure we all have a movie that you watched over and over and you could like quote the line.
Yeah.
I've never really been one to memorize lines.
Wow. I guess I like back then, you played the VHS over and over, or if it's on HBO, they always like replayed it over and over.
When I was a kid, I knew all the words to Aladdin and Mortal Kombat.
There we go.
I know a lot of the words to Aladdin because my kids played the video game and the songs just play over and over.
Well, Disney stuff, I figure, like, you watch it over and over. Like, I remember my nephew used to watch that Land Before Time over and over.
The movie?
Yeah, no, my youngest brother liked those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my nephew did too.
A lot of kids, like, there was that one VHS tape that they watched over and over. Yeah.
Mannequin.
Had to watch it. But
Sandy, what is that movie?
Where I was Tom and Jerry.
I don't know. They watch shows over and over. Like,
oh yeah,
like my son likes like Sonic and Paw Patrol, and my other son's like obsessed with SpongeBob.
Are you tired of those shows yet, or you like them too?
I just tune them out.
Could be worse. Not Peppa
I
Pig.
got my daughter. She just watches like YouTube and stuff. But when she was little, she was obsessed with Peppa Pig, and I hated that show.
There you go. See, you just said that Peppa Pig.
Oh my god.
I guess now what's the show now? Bluey. The ones that went into.
I love Bluey though.
Louis looks cute.
Yeah, Bluey is good.
Here's a game.
Said I will sit down and watch Bluey by myself. It's so cute.
Better than was it Teletubbies? The Wiggles.
The first time I saw Teletubbies, I thought I was blown out. I was like, am I high watching this? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's pretty
Right?
crazy to watch.
When I first saw that, I couldn't stop staring. I didn't know what I was watching.
And there's like the babies in the sun, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Were there brownies involved?
No brownies.
In the making of the show, maybe.
Yeah. That's what cracks me up. Is like this obviously has to go through like a focus group or some television executive is like, this is a great idea.
Yeah, it's not the focus groups that get me. It's the fact that they actually get somebody to pay for it.
This is true.
They get funding.
This is true.
Like
I always wonder how like other
countries that would be good.
Yeah. How other countries reacted to like Sesame Street, like Muppets.
They run it in other languages in other countries. Yeah, it's pretty popular all around the world.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's just weird how like it just happens to like flip through and just like, oh look, now like a lot of these segments are like CGI now. It's like they're not even using the puppets anymore. Like I don't know how I feel about that.
In Sesame Street?
Like Sesame Street?
Yeah, they have like a Bert and Ernie segment where they tell stories and it's like all CGI.
Oh.
Well,
I think
like a few years ago, HBO bought it. Like
really?
Like it's what is it? It's the Children's Television Workshop, but they're funded. Like Sesame Street's funded by HBO. And the arrangement is that it airs on HBO first, and then after a few months, then it goes to public television.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that, honestly.
Heard a pop.
I didn't realize that Sarah Natsutomi, who is she's the voice of the English voice of Ash, in the last the last few seasons of Pokemon. I guess she was one of the voices of one of the mini Stay Puffs.
They had voices?
Well, they kind of like muttered and said a few things, stuff like that. But yeah, I guess she did some of the voices of that.
They make like baby sounds and
Yeah.
squeal with glee.
Yeah.
As they're doing naughty things.
It's kind of like I guess how like minions have that kind of broken English,
A boy.
But yeah. So I asked her if she actually worked on the new one because I guess the mini Stay Puffs come back, but she said no, they don't have like such a big role that they didn't call it this time around.
There's a Corridor Crew episode out in the last couple weeks about Ghostbusters special effects if you want to watch that, John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, for the first movie, it's amazing what they did and the things how they did, like just how they did like in the library with all the
Card
the cards,
catalog.
card catalog, all how they made it all blow out and everything, or how they made the eggs pop and stuff like that. It's all this is all before CGI stuff. So
And no human can stack books like that.
yeah, symmetrical book stacking. Not since the Congusta blast of 1909. But see, that was so funny too about the newer movie, because they had like in Egon's basement, right? The books are stacked that way. But yeah, not everybody got that.
Well, not everybody's as hardcore as you guys are.
Oh, of course not. Oh, I don't know if I have it here. Do I have it here?
Yeah, what?
I actually got on Amazon about Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Ooh.
Tobin's Spirit Guide. What is that?
That's the book
It's the reference material that they often refer to in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, here it is.
Find it?
Yeah. Here you go. There you go. See? Tobin's Spirit Guide. It's got some nice illustrations in it too. Like the boogeyman.
Like a monster manual for ghosts.
Yeah, Spider Witch. Oh, it's a pretty nice version of Slimer. Looking one. Oh, the taxi driver. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
So I guess they have the story behind them too. It's kind of cool. I wonder if the librarian's in here.
Who are the brothers?
Oh, the Scolari brothers.
Yeah, the Scolari brother.
Oh wow, they actually have the. Oh, they have the ghost from the cartoon. Boogaloo. Grundle. Kilowatt. Prince Vigo of Carpathia. Watt. Sam Hain. Oh, they have Cthulhu. Oh, it's a nice Cthulhu. Yeah, it's neat. All right, I probably have time for one more. What time is it? Oh, half an hour more. I got an idea.
John, someone needs to do the love you ghost.
That's what I'm working on.
Hey,
Oh,
I love you, Ghost.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Kalani's been doing a version of them. I know it's on the sign-in sheets.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Nowadays, he's kind of like doing a little bit more because I guess he's working on character designs for his manga that he's working on.
Right on.
I'm drawing mecha.
Yeah. I give him credit on that. I was just saying, it's like it's if he breaks things down into shapes, it'll be easier for him to like, turn it around and stuff like that. But he'll find his way. I think he picked up a model so he can help him visualize.
It's useful. I usually have like action figures and stuff near my desk, so if I'm ever, need something in position.
They usually have those little posing dolls and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy one of those. I got a bunch of action figures all over the place. So
actually, Reed had a good idea about like using those and then to figure out like lighting and shading. But by using the action figures, that helps you.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
I do that too.
Yeah. Tasmanian devil.
Come to Tasmania, down in
Tasmania. That's a great intro.
Hey son, how about a nice glass of OJ?
OJ. Dad's like Bing Crosby. Then the uncle, oh, that's wild.
You get them all talking normal, then all of a sudden you get Taz go, yeah.
Yeah.
It made it even funnier.
I still like how there was one episode where he disappears, and so they're trying to find like a replacement character, and there's like this thespian, like the Shakespeare thespian, and like this Taz outfit. Ravik ik ak. He does a little spin like a curtsy, Ravik ik ak. Yeah. Jim Cummings came. He was one of the guests one year at Kawaii Kon. I asked him about Taz, and he just says, "Oh, it's so tiring being him. There's so much energy you have to emote through him."
Yeah, I remember when he came.
Yeah.
He was that was pretty fun. I bumped into him at Dragon Con.
Oh, cool.
And I got in the elevator, and the elevator was packed, but people still kept, like, at every floor, people would get in the elevator.
Wow.
And then we're in the elevator, and all of a sudden I hear his voice. And I turn around, and I see him, and he just looks at me and goes, "Yes, it's me." And I was like...
Oh, I thought you were Winnie the Pooh.
And everybody was laughing.
That's interesting, because that's how I first met Steve Blum, the voice of it was in the elevator at San Diego Comic Con, and there's a parking area that they set up, and it's like it takes forever for that elevator. So I remember him running to the elevator. It's like, oh, hold the elevator, hold the elevator. Then he got in. They started talking. It's like, oh, thanks so much. And I was like, oh, your voice looks familiar. And I look at his badge. It's like, oh, you're Steve Blum. Oh my god.
Wait, did you say your voice looks familiar?
Voice sounds familiar. It looks familiar.
John has synesthesia or whatever.
I was excited.
Did you see sound?
I was excited. It's Spike Spiegel, from Cowboy Bebop.
Is he also a Toonami robot?
He was. Yeah. I see Toonami's gonna do like a homage to Toriyama. He's gonna show like Dragon Ball Kai, I guess, marathon.
Yeah, you see, you've seen all the tributes floating around, right?
Yeah, it's great. Some of them are really good. I get a little bit bummed out that a lot of people used AI to make like these things.
Yeah.
It's the wave of the future.
Yeah, but it's like like some had like tombstones with Japanese writing on it, but it wasn't. It's just gibberish. It's not even anything. So it's a little bit insulting that way. Yeah.
Chinganese.
Chinganese. It's insulting. Yeah, I'm sad I never got to meet him. Like Charles Schultz. I never met Charles Schultz. Sad.
Monkey Punch.
I did meet Monkey Punch.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was by accident because the year that we went, Mort Drucker from Mad Magazine was there. And Monkey Punch came out to meet Mort Drucker because that was his hero. So it just so happens I met him because of that. And I feel bad I never finished the Lupin tribute I had for Monkey Punch.
Too late.
Well, I mean, I could probably wait till several years, like 5-year anniversary or something. Probably just more for myself, if anything. Did I wait this long? I wrote this wrong. Excuse me.
Yes.
Run tight.
Salute.
Salute. Yeah, why we say that? Why we say bless you?
I don't.
Because when
You
you
don't say that?
sneeze, you're letting in the devil.
Yeah, they said supposedly during that time when you sneeze, you lose control of your body. So that's the time that the devil can possess you.
That or your heart stops for a split second.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I prefer saying salute.
Your heart
I'm not
stops.
I'm not a man of the cloth, so I can't bless anybody.
Yeah. You Mr. Polyester.
Man of the burlap.
Man of the leather.
Man, the lycra. spandex.
Get the man of spandex.
As a site, you gotta get out of your head. I have time for one more. Yeah, stay puffed in here.
I can say. Colorless.
Oh, they do. They do have the librarian in here, also known as the Gray Lady.
Mark, some of those ghosts are based off of actual myths, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and here's the Scolari brothers. The Dream Ghost. It's crazy to see Bernie Wrightson's renditions of the ghosts and stuff like that for the original movie.
But he did ghosts? The designs?
Some of the designs, yeah, they were horrifying.
Well, yeah, Bernie Wrightson was.
Yeah, yeah.
He designed
So, like,
the dogs. You think the
turtle.
Zool or no, not
the Terror
Zool.
Dogs.
Yeah.
But even like the original version of Stay Puft, before it came, before it was the humorous thing, he did a rendition of this weird like skeleton appearing in the sky. It was scary. It was like, wow. I'm glad they toned it down. I'm trying to think what anime now deals with ghosts and stuff like that right now. I'm sure there's some contemporary one right now.
Like I said, we had a topic. I went out and looked for ghosts and stuff. I couldn't find anything that really, appealed to me, visually anyway. I do recommend reading Anya's Ghost, though, if you want some.
Someone that I liked, was it Natsume?
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm done.
That had ghosts in it.
Yeah. There's another one called Mushishi, but that was more like spirits, and that one is a little bit more darker, I think, than
Mushishi. Isn't that little monkey dudes? Mushishi.
No, Mushishi.
Mushishi.
Way up in the trees.
No, that's
up in the Munchishis.
What
are you talking about?
We're doing time. 15 minutes. Topic next week is what?
Women in comics.
Women who make comics.
Yeah. For Women's History Month.
Yeah. What should we draw for that?
Napua.
You could draw Metallo. He was created by Ramona Fradon.
There you go.
There you go.
Good job, Napua.
Metamorpho.
Got Napua.
Actually drew a Mona on the last
Yeah,
comic. jam.
everybody drew Napua.
Yeah.
We could do the Hawaii comic creators, Napua and Mog and On and
Mm-hmm.
Connie. Who am I missing? Saya Odom. Saya? I'm not sure how you say your name.
Ooh, what? See, Om.
S-I-Y-A?
Sia Om.
Film.
Oh.
Sandy's drawing Boo. I love Boo.
So we'll do that next week. And then Ghostbusters is the last week of the month, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go reserve my ticket.
You go see the Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters versus Elsa.
Yep. Oh, Rogue Squadron is back in development.
What's that?
Rogue Squadron, I guess, is back in development.
Oh, it isn't.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess so. They just
Captain
greenlit it.
Kennedy is back on board or not?
I'm not too sure. It's
Not
just
Captain Kennedy. What's the
Patty
one woman
Jenkins.
director?
Hey,
Patty
Jenkins.
Patty
Patty
Jenkins, yeah.
Captain
That's what
Kennedy
she
is
says.
involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. After Wonder Woman 1984, I'm a little worried.
I don't think it was her fault.
Whose fault was it?
The Warner
That is
Brothers.
Is that what it is? All the executives kind of like threw in their 2 cents?
There's too many cooks in the kitchen.
I'm tired. I can't
The
do it.
Wonder Woman movies are a mixed bag for me because it's got some great visuals. Both movies have some great visuals, but some of the story choices were.
Yeah.
The first one was pretty good till the last 30 minutes.
Till the
That's what
final
I'm
battle,
saying. Yeah.
Then it kind of falls apart.
and it feels like a Zack Snyder movie.
Yes.
But I don't know. I really wanted to like Wonder Woman 1984,
Yeah.
and it really frustrated me.
I should have drawn Danny Phantom.
Life is good.
Life will be a dream.
Oh yeah, Danny Phantom.
We didn't do any comic book ghost characters. Like
Well, we've done Ghost in the past because I remember drawing.
Ghost Rider.
I think I remember. I vaguely remember drawing.
Spider Ghost,
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost,
Dead Man.
Casper, the ghost of Richie Rich.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
All right, 10 minutes to go. We'll talk about what's coming up. Comic Jam this weekend. The Dracula 1944 Kickstarter. Still live.
Funded.
Going on.
You have reached it, but you can still go for stretch goals, right?
Yeah, stretch goals.
Hell yeah.
You covered the cost. Now maybe you'll get paid.
Oh no, that money's all going to blow for the party.
Hey, that's right.
Hookers and
50th
Blow,
is
right?
coming up.
I'm talking the finest Colombian.
Colombian.
Coffee.
What?
Because at first I thought our after party was just going to be a budget of like sniffing glue, Boone's Farm strawberry, you know.
I see.
But now it's going to be Cristal and Coke the whole way.
Okay. That's better than like hanging out at the Bed Bath and Beyond and smelling everything in there.
Sandy, you got anything coming up?
No.
No. Aiko, anything coming up?
I have my monthly Ala Moana thing this weekend on Saturday. And
The craft thing?
Yarcracker. And White
How is that?
Mountain.
Did you do good at that?
It's okay. It's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's worth the price, I guess, because my stuff is more on the expensive side, and all in one
Who's
shop
the,
is
who's the clientele? Is it locals or tourists?
both. It's a
Yeah.
good
Oh,
mix.
good.
Yeah. Whoever shops at all in one, pretty much.
There you go.
Well, one always feels like a tourist mall to me.
There's some locals.
John, anything coming up?
Just Kawaii Kon. That's about it. 29th to 31st.
Drew, anything coming up?
I'm going to be assisting M.H.Cannon at the Comic Jam table at Kawaii Kon.
Right, we got the coloring table. Yeah. We
Um,
got we'll be near the entrance again. 3 tables.
Based on the map, I guess I'm close to you guys.
and then, Dracula 1944, Morbid Tales.
Macabre.
Macabre Tales.
Macabre Tales. Sorry.
He's working on other stuff. He's working on Morbid Tales too.
Morbid time.
Morbid time.
Yeah.
Less
Yeah.
bid.
Morbid Tales.
Morbid and less bid.
Macabre Tales.
What are you shooting to have that Macabre Tales out, Napua?
Halloween.
Ah, nice.
Jason, you're working on something for that, you said, right?
Yep, Macabre, yep.
Yeah. Anything else to promote there, Jason? What's
Nothing
going on in the
else.
Big Island?
Just working, nothing artistic. Just running my own show here. Just nothing, just trying to get stuff done. Still working on that giant painting. Slowly but surely. But I'm almost done, all the way done. So, yeah. I already sold it before I even finished it.
Last looks here. Here's my Obake.
Oh, Mike, I sent you something also.
Say again?
I did a drawing. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just did a drawing just now.
Yeah.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, I can't share the screen. I sent it Messenger.
Okay, I'll take a look here in a second. Here's mine. Who wants to go next? John, you ready?
Sure.
I think I put it in the group one.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook right now. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Kitaro, Noto-san, Oji-san. I forgot who it was.
Giggity Ghost.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta draw that one. All right. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna forget it.
Yay.
Did a quick Slimer. And then I did a Japanese I love you ghost.
Aww.
Aishiteru.
Stranger danger, stranger danger.
Yeah. Exactly. Personal space. There you go.
What does it say?
Aishiteru, which is I love you in Japanese.
Like 1, 2, 3.
What? But Doc was in the room earlier. I'm looking at the comments.
Is that everything, John?
Huh? That's it?
Is that everything? Aiko, you ready?
Yeah.
Last look.
I think you can see him better now.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no, that's good.
That's
Keeps me moving.
oh, what happened there?
Ooh.
Ooh.
There's a lot of tails.
He's supposed to have 9, right?
Sure. I don't know.
I like
the fox. Yeah.
All right. Napua, you ready?
Okay.
What's up with is that a carrot?
The lantern.
It's a lantern.
The lantern.
Oh, okay. I got
Oh,
it.
There
that's
you go.
great.
Yeah, I like the way it's painted.
Those look like stickers.
Yeah, they do. Perfect. Just in time
Especially
for
the-
Halloween.
Thank you, Napua. Sandy, you ready?
No.
No. All right. Jason, you ready?
Yeah, I just did a little sketches here and there.
All right.
Oh, very cool.
I like it.
More detail on the.
And that's what's the Moko? Was it?
There's a mole.
Mo'o.
Mo'o. Okay.
Kiha Vahini. I think that's what you.
Lario and Hermio.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Who did I miss? Oh, yeah. Here's Ron's. I need an explanation, Ron. What is this?
Ghost in the Machine?
Oh,
Or it looks like a Predator Countdown.
Oh, that too?
It's always hard when you have to explain it.
Is he mad that he's in the machine and then he's like shaking his fist trying to get out?
There you go. Let's see. She's seen things in this.
Okay.
What? Now that she says it, I can see the like holding up
She's
her
reading.
Right?
Now you can't unsee it.
pounding on the
Nice.
glass. Let me out!
Let me out.
Who'd I miss? Who'd I miss?
Me.
Said you weren't ready. Scott?
And Drew.
Drew.
Yeah, that's right. Scott's good.
Get Scott. Okay, here's Scott. That is a long neck.
That's the whole thing.
Disconcerting.
Creepy.
Oh, well done. I like the kimono.
There used to be a great video game called Pocky and Rocky. They used to be like
Is that
that.
watercolor in the background, Scott?
They used to fight
Yeah.
ghosts. Japanese ghosts.
I like it. Yeah. It gives it
Why they gotta be
energy.
Japanese? Or
Huh?
Creepy trees.
why they gotta be Japanese ghosts?
Because it's not
Yeah.
Western ghosts.
And Drew, right?
I'll accept that.
Drew. Here we go. Oh, color. Look at that.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Another long neck. Jeez.
That's a classic Japanese character. What is she called? I'm gonna look that up.
Long neck.
Thank you, Drew. I think I got it ready except for Sandy. Sandy, you ready now?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Go anyway. We gotta get you to bed, Sandy. So tomorrow
Roku
later.
Rokubi.
Okay.
That's the long neck. Okay. Roku Rokubi.
Did the
Hey.
Dutchman from SpongeBob.
Oh,
Oh, you got color on there. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's trying to catch up with you, John. She's getting
Yeah,
not only
pretty
got
much.
touch on, but they're in color this
Yeah, I
time.
know.
hey.
Hey.
Boo.
Yay, boo.
And Danny Phantom.
Hey.
Wow.
What's the last one?
Danny Phantom.
There you go.
Damn, you cranked them out.
That's a series I wish it would come back, but they kind of ended it. You know.
How long did you go live on TikTok?
Like 2 hours and 30 something minutes.
Better use it before Congress kills it.
Yeah, I gotta tell people to
TikTok?
like move over to my other channels. Like,
Sandy finally needs to go live on TikTok, and now they're going to ban it. They're trying to.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like they can't do a damn thing about, inflation, but they're going to get rid of TikTok. Yay, great. Thanks, Congress.
Well, you know where their priorities are.
no want people making money.
All right. And that concludes another Comic Jam, right?
All right.
All right. Right.
So we need to get Drew's head. Where's Drew's head?
I'm
Hey.
sweet.
All right. And everybody say aloha.
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 Night.